Hello everybody, Kane here today with another episode of our Aquarium series, and today, as kind of a apology in a way to you guys for the fact there just hasn't been much content, especially the fact I missed one of these Aquarium episodes this week, I decided to go for something pretty big, fancy, and exciting, and at least I think it is. So like I said in the last episode, today we're starting the Amazon River area, and well, we certainly have started it off with a bang. I had originally just planned on doing, I think, an Arapaima exhibit, and that was it. I wasn't really planning anything super big or fancy. And then I suddenly thought, well, why not go for something super duper fancy? And so we're, again, only doing one tank, and I'm going to apologize now. There is no in-person building because I recorded this time-lapse at like 10:30 last night. So yeah, I just kind of kept building for about an hour and a half until I got super tired and went to bed. But so that's kind of why there are points where you'll just see me pause for a second in like the build, just because, well, I got really tired and then stopped building for a second to kind of figure out where I was, what I was doing, and whatnot. But anyway, as you guys have seen obviously by the thumbnail and the title of the video, it's a river dolphin habitat, and I really like this. Now, I know, I'm sure someone's gonna comment this regardless, oh, this exhibit's way too small. I'm aware, but I also tried to get this done in one sitting, so I couldn't make it absolutely enormous. But it'll probably get an expansion at some point. I also just need to figure out where the rest of the aquarium is kind of going and the other things that'll be happening there. There are also going to be some changes just naturally as I move forward. And potentially, again, depending on when mods update, if this pack has to be rebuilt and parts of the aquarium redone, I'll probably come back to this and fix it up a little bit. But yeah, I decided to go with this big underwater tunnel viewing area for our dolphins. Why? Because I thought it'd be cool, and we haven't done one of these yet, and I realized there weren't really all that many areas I was planning on doing these underwater tunnels. Of course, we're gonna have one with the sharks, and we'll probably have another one in the area I'm most looking forward to, which is our deep sea, like, pelagic, abyssal section. I'm so looking forward to that area. That should be a lot of fun to build. And I really want to do a tunnel like this for that area. But anyway, yeah, this was just tons of fun to build. I had a great time building this. It turns out a lot better than I was expecting it to. It also turned out a lot different. Towards the end, you'll start to see me build the shell around this. I am calling it a shell, which is kind of like this big concrete box enclosing the entire tank. Until it obviously pops up. A good example of what it actually looks like is the Hippopotamus exhibit I built back in the Wildlife Park Zoo. If you kind of remember how that looked, this is kind of similar. However, I think this one was much better done, and it's just, well, if I can speak English, Caden, it's just much better put together. I do a lot more with the sides, getting decorations in, getting some plants in. I don't finish decorating, really. I just didn't have time for that, now that I'm recording the voiceovers, really. And, yeah, but it looks really good, in my opinion, except for maybe I guess if you're standing in that upper viewing area, the left-hand side, no, not the left, the right-hand side, my bad, I can't tell directions. The right-hand side doesn't always look the greatest, it's missing some plants, but the other side looks fantastic. And as I'll mention in the exhibit overview, I am considering throwing in some toucans maybe, or some macaws of some sort, because to be honest, this exhibit's got plenty of space for it, and it would look really pretty, I think. But yeah. Anyway, there's the concrete shell I was talking about earlier. That just kind of goes around the entire exhibit and builds a bit of a framework around it. I thought this would work a lot better considering some of the plans I ended up coming up with. Again, this really just kind of ended up being a combination of, obviously, an aquarium, but also the raptor house from Dinos and the hippo/crocodile exhibit from Wildlife Park. I took a lot of concepts from those because, well, you know, it's that old idea of why fix what ain't broke? If I've already got some really good ideas in the past for exhibits like this, why not kind of bring that over here? One regret I do really have, actually, thinking about it now, is I should have lowered the tunnels down way more, so that way, you know, I didn't build this exhibit quite so tall, but I think it still ends up looking really cool in the end. Here you can see me kind of setting up the same roof structure we've put, again, in that hippo house, as well as the raptor house. I tweaked with it a bit. I didn't finish it, even by the time I showed the final build off, just because, well, it was taking a long time and I didn't feel like working on it forever. I kind of wanted to work on some other stuff. I think I'm right now, what am I doing? I don't even remember what I'm doing. I think I'm just kind of, I'm placing the leaves and stuff everywhere. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we start placing leaves around, we start getting the inside decorated. Man, this camera's moving way too slowly. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, we start placing some trees in. I put some custom little trees inside the exhibit, because I was like, well, that'll probably look cool. We do a fallen tree as well. We do a couple of trees inside the water too. And I think oh yeah, that's that one there. I put some mangrove type roots reaching into the pond, lake, pool, whatever you want to call it. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I do indeed. Maybe I still will lower down the tunnel. I've realized I could actually do that pretty easily, I think at least. And that might actually work quite well, give the dolphins a bit more space to swim. Again, we'll see. I'll probably be, like I said, I'll be coming back to this build more than likely once we get a pack update, or as I continue to work on the Amazon stuff. Though, like I said, there really won't be that many Amazon-based episodes, just due to the fact I don't have very many Amazon River animals. We do have stuff like the capybaras, and I think I can use one of the crocodiles I have from a mod as a caiman. So it's possible we throw in next episode an Arapaima tank, potentially a freshwater stingray tank. I was considering that, although we don't have freshwater stingrays. We just have stingrays, but I can use them as freshwater rays, I guess. So that's what I'm thinking I might do. At any rate, yeah. So next episode, it will be a bit more of a return to form, in a way, I guess. It depends how many exhibits I tried to build in the end. If I go for a ton of exhibits, some of them might be done in the time lapse, others might be done first person like we have been doing for the rest of the series. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, that's all I've really got to say for now, so I'm gonna let the rest of this play out, and I'll catch back up with you guys to show off the final build. And here we are, everybody, with the final build itself. Well, almost. I didn't quite finish everything I wanted to get done, but the majority of the exhibits pretty much finished, and I'm very happy with how it looks. Sorry again that there wasn't any footage of me actually, first-person building. Like I said, it was recorded pretty late last night, so just not really any time available for that, unfortunately. But anyway, here is our Amazon River Dolphin exhibit. Now, there are obviously other animals in here. We've got some discus fish there, some bass. There's a lot of ink sacs up here, which makes me think that some of the discus fish have bugged out and died, unfortunately. There's some Arapaima. Oh, is that one of the dolphins getting stuck somewhere? Oh, there they are. Oh, yeah, it's stuck on top of a lily pad. See, I'm gonna mention a quick problem. Yep, okay, there's part of the problem. I didn't realize these guys would actually jump at all. Oh, come on, there we go. Phew, got them back in the water. But yeah, I didn't realize they would jump. And that means I'm going to be getting rid of all the lily pads, just because that way they'll hopefully do a bit better, and probably put some fencing along the top of the ground or something, just to make it so they can't jump out. I also didn't quite finish all the plants here, but I am thinking when I get all that done, I might actually throw some birds in here, like some toucans or something, which could be kind of cool. But overall, I really like this exhibit. I feel like it is actually a bit small, I think, for what this is meant to be. And another dolphin stuck. Okay, come on. All right, let's just get a net out so we can save this little guy before it gets hurt. So we'll throw you back down there. All right, there you go. But yeah, I think this turned out really cool. Nice big tank for them, and it set up some cool ideas, I think, for how we're going to be running the rest of this Amazon area, and I guess part of the second floor, because obviously we do have the second floor that'll be connected right back up here. And there are other tanks that technically still need to be finished over here. We didn't get to that one yet. I haven't quite figured out what that's going to be, but we'll probably do another episode somewhere down the line where we return to this area to get it filled in, hopefully. So that'll be really cool. But yeah, overall this is looking super awesome. We don't really have that many Amazon tanks actually. We're only going to have one more episode on the Amazon, I believe, with the animals I actually have access to, but it should be pretty cool. It'll be more akin to the previous episodes where we get a couple of tanks in and do some pretty cool stuff with it. But yeah, like I said in the time lapse, since it had been a while since I'd actually gotten this as an episode of this out, I felt bad about that, so I wanted to give you guys something really cool, really special, and yeah, I felt like doing a big underwater river dolphin tunnel thing would be super duper cool. I had a lot of fun building this, and yeah, it looks so cool. I love this build. I really do. I think this has to be one of my new favorites for this area. Anyway, I think that's all we really have for today, guys. So thank you all for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed this, and I hope you're looking forward to more aquarium stuff in the near future. So until next time, guys, see ya.